Today is day 309 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on with project number 5. We finally finished the Flexbox Froggy and the Grid Garden sort of micro site lessons that we were doing the last couple days. So now we get to dive into project number 5, random user generator. So tonight, probably a shorter stream as well. We're just going to be doing the initial setup for the files, get that all sorted out, and then we can dive into this a bit heavier in the coming days. So let's see, what do we have here? Hey there, little kitty. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, doing good. Look at you, covered in fur. You're curious to learn about random user generator? I know I am. See all the magic within this new project. Your toes of destruction are on the trackpad, little kitty. Toes of destruction. Be mindful. No. I know your face is itchy. And the shock mount on the mic is just like the perfect scratching device when it's down and in range like this, but you're detrimental to all system operations. I know. Look at you. Who's got furry ears? You do, little kitty. You do. That's why we love you. Here, look at go hang out on the bed. Yeah? For like, I don't know, 25 to 30 minutes while we do some basic setup, and then we get to sleep. It's gonna be awesome. Gonna be awesome. Okay, you do your thing. Hey, Topher, how you doing? We're kicking off project number 5. Perfect timing. We got everything. Actually, do we have everything set up? We've got. Let's do a quick rundown because the last couple days we'd been rocking a different setup in OBS. So we've got webcam. No, little kitty. Hold on, princess. Don't move. We've got webcam, mic, audio, Google Chrome, and Atom. We're golden. Let's do this. We can kind of breathe. Wow, you're standing on everything already. You know what, Cat? While you're blocking the monitor, I'm going to take advantage of the time and blow my nose. Yeah. Brace yourselves. Oh, so graceful. Okay. We can kind of breathe. Slightly. Tiny Cat, just go be curious over here. 20-ish to 30 minutes. I swear. We'll knock it out real quick. It's just initial setup. Oh, okay. From the top, you will use asynchronous JavaScript, which I feel like we've encountered this phrase before in our travels over the last year. Anyways, we'll use asynchronous JavaScript and XML, Ajax, to access. Maybe that's what. I can't remember. Anyways, Ajax to access an API endpoint. That's just bothering. You know what? We used Ajax stuff in our free code camp API projects. That's where we were using Ajax calls and whatnot. Okay. So, anyways, Ajax to access API endpoints and parse the response. Since there are multiple methods, you will gain experience with Ajax via the XML HTTP request XHR object, the HTML5 fetch API, Axios, hopefully, and jQuery. Sure, in a real-world application, you would not use every possible Ajax method for requesting data asynchronously, but I think it's important to learn each method to find each of their strengths and downfalls. I agree. That's how we ended up at Code Academy for, the first 159 days. Taste a little bit of everything and then move on from there. So, resources. You'll need, how the deuce do I, what is the phonetic breakdown of this? Axios? I want to say axis, but there's a straight O. Axios. Axios? O makes the I. Axios? We'll never know. In jQuery for this project, something about a Cloudflare and another Cloudflare link. Holy is this for humans to interpret? Okay, there's a string. I equals string E. And S is a blank. Maybe it doesn't like Chrome. What about this? Oof. Also sad. Maybe Boolean number, blah 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 blah. Well, let's continue on. So resources are there. Over Axios. Okay, cool. We guessed right. Specifications. Your HTML page should include 4 buttons: XHR, Fetch, Axios, and jQuery. When a button is clicked, you will use the specified method for requesting a random user from the following API endpoint. Interesting. This is so cool. Okay, random user dot me. Oh, we're gonna be referencing all of this as like data point. Oh, okay. Okay. I gotcha. I can kind of see the fog is clearing. It's just a storm. It's not the end of the world. Good, good. It's just a change in weather. The gods aren't pissed. It's just different from our last projects. This is not coin toss or the number guessing game. This is a different beast entirely. Cool. So, upon receiving a response from the API, you will need to parse the JSON data and display the following user information. The style is up to you. Be creative. Profile picture, full name, first and last, username, location, city and state, age calculated from date of birth, gender, email, and nationality. Extra credit. Instead of just the text of the user's nationality, display their native flag. Ah, these flag icons may come in handy for this. Cool. Flag life. I wonder when Flag Day is. I think we missed it. Flag icon, css.lit. Play quiz, view on GitHub. Oh, there's a quiz. I think just... I think we, being a product of the current, even though it's been like close to a decade now, we're coming up on a decade since I've been out of high school, being a product of the American public school system, we're not equipped to play any quizzes regarding international flags, geography, or anything regarding that. We're just ill-equipped, doesn't even come close to accurately describing how far from prepared we would be if we were to try to take on a flags of many nations quizzes. Yeah, that's a lot of flags. Anywho, continuing on. I want to play the game, but just I already know how hard we would lose. We will get there eventually. We're gonna conquer stuff. Maybe that'll be next year's part of next year's learning plan. So, what are we doing? These flag icons may come in handy for this. Add transitions between newly generated random users. Add transitions between newly generated random users. Okay. Okay. Calculate the amount of time. Hey, we know how to do this. Calculate the amount of time that lapses while a new user is being generated and display the information as the user generated in n seconds. Okay, well we're a ways away from having that happen. Example, which we will definitely need to look at. How this might look. Do not look at that source code. That reminds me, I need to look at the last project, the Magic 8 Ball source code. Okay, well, we've got more work ahead of us. We've got those links. Ta-da. See, it fades in. It fades in. Okay, so. Random user generator. Jeremiah Knight. The dude's British. Purple Frog 333. Carlisle. Durham. Male. 69. Of course he is. Jeremiah Knight. Example.com. Generation. Generate new user with. Generated user in 0.335 seconds. Oh, that's cool. So we can find out which one's the fastest. We probably need to average them out, but regardless. So 0.1 XHR. Chloe Ma. She's 70. She doesn't look 70. Maybe Canadians are healthier with their. I don't know. She doesn't look 70. Again, random user generator. But that's okay. So 0.19 fetch Gordon Porter Axios user generated 1.2 then jQuery. Wait, are they all 1, 2, and 3? And then 1 and 2 and 3. The times are all kind of relative. 1 and 2 and 3. And lastly, 1 and 2 and 3. All pretty consistent, not gonna lie. Okay, well, fascinating. So this is what we need to build out. Dear God, well, profile picture included. Oh, this is a different beast than the random 8 ball. This is not going to end well for Steven. Let's close out of that, close out of this, that, and we'll leave that there. Go time. At a minimum, we should do the following. HTML. Dum. That's not HTML, that was HTML. Wait, that was HTML. It's late. There was the time change, which I actually think works in our benefit, because I think it went an hour earlier. But it was a long day, and we just came out of seeing Thor Ragnarok, so we're exhausted. We did the same exact thing. HMTL, we're doomed. We are doomed. Can't even type HTML. I knew I should have streamed earlier today. We had a family party today, and then we met up with a friend for dinner, and then we did a movie. It was a long Sunday. I knew I should have streamed earlier. That's okay. That's okay. We can struggle through the basic setup. It's gonna be awesome. Gonna be great. Inside body, we will have script tag. Ta-da. There's this. And we're also going to have, we need to set up a title, which will be random user generator. Okay, there's that. Inside of head, we are also going to have a link, hrefs, and this link we will set up source, right? Yeah. I think that's right. Wait a second. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. We're good. We're good. Okay. Axios, oh god, Topher. We're kicking it up a gear or two on this one for sure. Death, we're doomed. Propagates. Procrastination is your superpower. That is true. It's a skill I've perfected over my nearly. We're inching our way closer to 3 decades. We've passed the 2.5 decade mark, so. Source. Oh, that's right. We keep with our consistent naming structure for all of these. So here we know it will be Ajax random underscore user underscore generator. I hope it's okay I did the whole thing. I realize random user probably would have been good enough, but since the full project name is random user generator, and I've been using the full project name for all the other ones, I couldn't change direction. 5 projects in, it just felt wrong, so I've got this somewhat long file name. I hope that's kosher. Copy. Name song and dance, but instead of .css, .javascript. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Script, I think because we don't actually have anything within script, can be one line. I don't think that's going to ruin anyone else's day. Relation style sheet. How critical is type? I'm not sure if we added it to the last one. I think we had this dilemma before with the Magic 8 Ball, where type, I think it was text / CSS. I don't know if this is actually critical. I feel like it might be beneficial, but I don't think it's essential. We'll get rid of it for now. If we run into issues, we can add it back in later. So body stuff. Well, we'll have all kinds of body items. We will have a main div. For this one, I think we can start leveraging class instead of ID for everything. Let's do this. Main. Followed by what? Well, we'll have our title, random user generator. Is it wrong if I want to have the title above the profile? The random one here? Maybe not. You know, that is like a generic default profile photo, so if anything, that's kind of like the logo for the random user generator, because an unknown user that we're creating. Maybe we could overlay it over it. That could be a thing. We might do that. Continuing on. Topher. The links in the resources are the Axios and jQuery libraries that you'll need to add to your project as script tags as well to those libraries. Oh. So... Script? Down here? Or more sources? Or additional scripts? Maybe it's additional scripts. My spider senses tell me that it's additional scripts. For some reason that seems to make more sense in my mind. Probably more. Huh. Hope it's okay to have the same. Oh, okay, additional scripts, but above mine. Fascinating. Okay, scripts. Source. 1 and 2. And cut. And we're pasting. Well... So because libraries need to load into memory before you start using them in your code. That does make sense. I figured that was the reason, because even in the last project... Was it the last project? I thought we did something where we had 2 scripts, and we had to set one of them prior to ours. Just drawing a blank on if it was actually the Magic 8 Ball project that we did last, or the coin toss game prior to it. But regardless, continuing on scripty things, source stuff. So this, copy link address. Should I change the type to say something different? Should I give it an ID? I feel like I need to indicate, you know what, worst case, copy, watch this, we can just comment it out. Ta-da, problem solved. Fun fact, why are the comments... Oh, because it's in a script section. Versus here, if I type paragraph, and I say cat, right? Cat, and we comment that out. Fascinating. That's why the comments change. I was like, what's wrong? Not wrong. In fact, it's very, very right on how it was doing that. So we can do, I'd assume, a similar solution. Ta-da! Now, copy. Topher, it was the coin toss project. Oh, yeah, the Google Charts library. That's what it was. God, the stats chart is so cool. Oh my god, combining Google Charts for the statistics and CSS Grid. We're gonna have a field day with all this stuff eventually in the end game. It's gonna be awesome. Topher, you can remove the type family, or the type entry. Noted. Will do. Type. And go straight to hell. Boom. Beautiful. Cleaned up that nonsense. I think it's okay that we've got this here, even though it kind of references it in the link, but I think those are okay designations for what's actually happening with those scripts. And I'm still fine if ours is just a single liner. So, next bit would be to save, because saving our progress is important. Well, The next thing we want to set up is stuff. I feel like I need to do more on the HTML side. I think as far as the basic stuff goes, we've got that, but we're gonna need the name, email, and all of that, but I think we need to set up more stuff in JavaScript. Let's read through the instructions once more, just as a general breakdown. Alright. From the top, random user generator. You will use asynchronous JavaScript and XML, Ajax, to access an API endpoint and parse the response. Since there are multiple methods, you will gain experience with Ajax via the XML HTTP request XHR object, the HTML5 fetch API, Axios, and jQuery. Sure, in a real-world application, you would not use every possible Ajax method for requesting data asynchronously, but I think it's important to learn each method to find each of their strengths and downfalls. Okay. Resources. You'll need these for the following projects. The 2 libraries, which we've got here now. Cool. So I guess we're done with the resources front. Kind of. Specifications. Your HTML page should include 4 buttons. Buttons we can add. That is something we can do now. Get ready for buttons. Button 1. That's not how you spell button, Steven. Definitely not how you spell button. That's 1 button. This is button number 2. Button number not good. Z. Button number 3. Wait a second. Is this the right way to be doing this? Let's look at the example project. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. 4 separate, unique buttons. Whoa. Z. Why? Why doesn't this button want to play along with its friends? There we go. There we go. We threw off our rhythm, and we confused Adam. And button number 4. So, there's that. We've got 4 buttons. We can name them a cool type. The type is a button. The name we can change to lowercase. XHR. Here can be capitals. XHR. Here will be fetch, lowercase. Capital fetch. This will be Axios. Oh, lowercase. Rookie move, Steven. Rookie move. Capital Axios. And jQuery. Oh. Is it weird to type jQuery with a lowercase q? I feel like this is blasphemy right now. I don't know if I can live with the lowercase q. I don't think I want to be that guy. Q. Let's not be that guy today. Maybe we can, but I don't want to find out. jQuery. That's better. Okay, so we've got 4 buttons. We should probably have a title. We should have a title. H1. Which will be random user generator. Random. I kind of want to do all caps. Rando. Do I, though? Do I? Yes. No. Yes. No, I don't. I don't. Random. User, these are big life choices, especially when making them after midnight. Generator. Wow, we are struggling. Just mental capacity is gone. Thank God we're only doing the basic setup for the structure, because we are clinging on to dear life right now, trying to make do. So there's this. Let's copy our file path. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And let's see what we've got to work with so far. Boom. Ha ha ha. It lives. I mean, it basically looks identical to Topher's right now. I mean, we need to add a little more polish to ours, but you know, we can color the buttons. I think no one will notice the difference. This is basically what we're shooting for. Oh dear God. So much more work to do. Okay, well, there's that. We do have, I think, at the minimum, the core functionality that we're shooting for. We will set up the other divs accordingly. Name, I guess username, location, other fields of data and interest. But that's good for now. So we've got this, a step in the right direction. Topher, that's how mine started out too. That is a good point. That is slightly comforting. Okay, so we've got this. Random user. Let's do something basic. Maybe just change the H1. Oh, no. We can use, let's leverage our flex stuff. However, I'm drawing a blank on all of the flex glory that we did conquer in the very first one. The thing that's actually escaping my mind, is the display. It's display flex. And then you can do whatever the hell you want. Not whatever the hell exactly, but pretty close to whatever. This is exactly what we're shooting for. So here we can do main dot main. So cool. Display flex. Yes, the power of flex. Bow to my will. Justify content. Enter. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. No frustration, no tears. That never happened before. Let's refresh. Oh, interesting. Everything gets thrown together. Kinda cool. Well, we'll get there, but this is what we've got to look at for now. So, continuing on, maybe, what if I did align items center? Can we get rid of that? Where was that? Let's call level 50 order. No, not order. Flex end. I want the buttons to be below, so I could do flex end. Yeah. Let's do, there's that. Buttons. Is it just button? It is just button. Button. I wonder if I need to still reference display flex in this. I don't actually think I do, because when we get to the later port, oh, maybe I do. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Grid Garden, where you kind of lay out. Yeah, it's a Grid Garden thing, where I was thinking of the two separate ones, where you set up the grid template in one, then you kind of have the subcategories in the others. You don't really need to specify those, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Topher, flex direction. I thought flex direction pivoted things. Wasn't that what flex direction did? I could be crazy. Flex direction. Oh, look at that. We guessed right. The frogs needed to get in the same order as their lily pad using flex direction. Yeah, that was flipping stuff. Yeah, no. I think display flex. And we may not even need to reference display flex since it's within main, but point being, align items. Flex end. Command save, refresh. Aw, boo. Oh, flex column, not row. Clever. Oh, flex direction column. Aha. Is that what I was missing? Items are placed top to bottom. Interesting. Flex direction. Although we could do flex direction up top. Do copy. Do that. Save, save, save. Ah, there we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Alright, well we'll work on that. We'll get there. In fact, cut this. Wonder if that's needed. Eh. We'll worry about that in a bit. Point is, things are moving. Flex direction column. Flex direction on the container. Was I not doing... body or main? Probably flex direction on the container. We did seem to have better results there. Oh, so then you need a container for your buttons, and that container will also display flex, but as a... Ah, you're right, you're right, you're right. The buttons should be within a div. Good call, Topher. The buttons should be within a div. I agree. Let's do div. Cut. And class will be buttons. I think buttons is a perfectly... And it's plural, so it's different than the rest of these. Buttons. Display flex. And... Row, you say? Command save. We are getting close. Oh, I did buttons with no period. Death. Rookie move, Steven. Rookie move. Can't believe you. Flex. Direction. Column. Save. Refresh. Oh, and I didn't save here. All kinds of terribly small mistakes. We're on the verge of pulling this off. I know we are. Dim. Well, the buttons are centered and happy. The buttons are below. Oh, it's because it's the H1, which also needs to be centered. That's a separate. Just like the buttons. Just like the buttons, we need to deal with H1 because it's the container itself, not just the content. We're dealing with divs. That's our issue. That's my issue. We'll get there. We'll get there. That's also what's happening. At least I think that's another thing. Topher, align content center main on div. Maybe we should do align. Okay, align content center command. Oh, when you change the flex direction, you change the main axis. That's right. Maybe we should have done Flexbox Froggy after CSS Grid. Because as cool as Grid was, I think we'd be using Flexbox to orient objects more frequently than we would have Grid. So we may run through that again. Probably not on stream, but at least we know where to find it. That may be something I'll have to run through. So let's do also align items, not content. But we'll get back. We will get back. We will solve this mystery. Flex direction column. I still think we need to put H1 in its own div. But save. Save. Ta-da, B-D-D-D-D-D. Cool. Things are centered. Things are happy. They're floating. I feel like it's slightly bloated. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm just curious. Command save. There we go. So I don't actually need justify content. It was align items that I needed. And refresh. Cool. So, lastly, Topher, Flexbox Froggy is great and all, but you really learn Flexbox using it in your own projects. Very true. Very true. Just like all the rest of the stuff over the last couple projects we've done. Hands-on, definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. We are looking for the following. So, JavaScript stuff. Is there any basic JavaScript things I should be setting up out of the gate? Or should I be saving that for another day? I know we'll have the Ajax API, the click events. I don't know if I'm going to do the full click event process now. But your HTML page should include the 4 buttons. Check. When a button is clicked, you will see the specified method for requesting a random user from the following API endpoint. Random user .me API. Oh, we're gonna have a crazy learning curve. Okay. And then after that, upon receiving the response from the API, you will need to parse the JSON data and display the following user information. The style's up to you. Be creative, will do. We'll need the following things: profile picture, full name, first and last, username, location, city and state, age calculated from date of birth, gender, email, and nationality. So all of that would come from the random user API, right? Results, gender, name, blah, 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 blah. Is that one person? That's a single poll. One person. So when we're looking at the example project and we click, we have the name. So, Jesus. We're gonna have to Google all kinds of stuff. I just don't recall 100% of the API. We didn't finish the API projects at Free Code Camp. We got caught on one of them, and caught up in the middle of one of them. I think that was the weather one. We did finish one, but we got caught up. Maybe we did finish the weather one. I can't recall, but there were like 4 projects, and we got caught on 2 or 3. So API stuff, and the API course at Code Academy, that was like anywhere from day 100 to 150, and it was still pretty quirky and buggy. I think they've updated their API course that they offer, so we'll need to check that out as well. So in the meantime, though, I don't even know what the first step is, aside from setting up just a generic function for things to happen. Function random user. And stuff is gonna happen. What to do. JavaScript. Set up. API. Maybe we should do Ajax. What about MDN? Ajax. Getting started. Okay. There was another link we had clicked. Oh, working with Jason. Yeah, okay. Not as glamorous as I thought it'd be. How to make the HTTP request. I feel like we should be setting up the click stuff first. Over. Get your button click handlers working. Then you can hook up the API calls. Okay, I like that. And that is more basic. I want to reference, however, file, open, dee-dee-dee-dee-doo-doo-doo, documents, dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. The click event. Which click event do I want to listen or reference? The number game click event? Well, it's simply document add event listener. We need to set up the element that it's listening to. And we can still reference it. I can see it in my mind, what we're referencing in the general setup, but I'd still like to reference one of my projects. We'll do the most recent one, Magic 8 Ball. Open that. Dee-dee-dee. Like so. Down here. So, variable event listener, do the following. Get ID for submit. So we're going to have 4 of these buttons. Variable event listener, and we had other event listeners here. So we can set up an event listener, and we'll just set up 4 unique ones. Event listener blah, and that was a different event listener. So we're looking for clicks, and then we will run the random user generator. That's not terrible. Event propagation is your friend here. JavaScript event propagation. Feel like we've encountered this before. Oh, events dot prop. Right. Prevents further propagation of the current event in capturing bubbling phases. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Let's do this. So, in the meantime, we will have how many variables? 1 for the XHR, 1 for the fetch, 1 for Axios. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta-da! Problem solved. DDD. DDD variable. EL event listener. Variable. 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 Good, 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 good. Okay, there's that. You get an equal sign. You get an equal sign. You and you. So from here, rinse and repeat. Monkey see, monkey do. Propagation refers to... Topher, propagation refers to the event bubbling up to a parent container. So you can listen for button clicks by listening to the container element for clicks. Oh. I don't need 4 button clicks. I just listen for buttons within the button div. Ahaha. Very interesting. Well, that's cool. And then I can probably give it IDs to further specify what exactly we're looking for. Similar to the following, I'd assume. But good, 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 good. Okay. So, really, we don't actually need these 3. or in case we do, we'll leave them commented out for the meantime. We want variable instead buttons event listener equals document dot something or other. Oh, it's not get element by ID, it's get class. We could give it an ID instead of a class. Might change the CSS a bit. Would definitely change the CSS, but we could easily change that. I could be that guy. Over add the checking in the handling function if event target does not equal event current tag and event node name equals button. Okay. I'm just gonna throw that out in general. Event dot target not placeholders not equal to event dot current tag target. And for if statement, this should all be happening within parentheses. And this do the following. Button really button in all caps. You say I think if it were button, although it is no we're if it's the element type, if blank blank blank, if event target does not equal event current target and node name equals button, the following occurs. Topher, current target casing is important. Oh, yeah, right. As I fortunately spotted that. Event target dot node name, not to worry. Could have fooled me. Target node name. Sorry, Topher, I'm sorry on my phone, half asleep. Not to worry. Not to worry. You've already guided us in the right direction. So, wait. Where am I? I am flicking through all of this.
saving these notes for tomorrow. I can piece through this with hopefully slightly clear mind. Event propagation is your friend. Yes, stop propagation. Listen for all button clicks by listening to the container element for click events. If we're listening to the container element, we'll get there. Maybe it's buttons S. I feel like this is on an individual level. Buttons is all caps, by the way. Oh, okay. I can be that guy. Button, sure. All caps. Not to worry. I'm up for that. Okay. So, event propagation is your friend, stops event bubbling. You can listen for the clicks. And the checking in the handling function. If event target blank blank. Then current target. Okay. So this should go inside. Copy. Maybe it should be called the generate random user. We want to call it random user or generate. I think I'm going to have multiple functions here, and I'm trying to figure out what their functionality will be. When I go to click on the button, it is going to generate a random user. We want something to run when that happens. When we set up the click event, it will be the following. Maybe we'll call it generate user. Generate user. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can check with the following. If blank blank blank, blah blah blah. I guess I could add the event stop propagation here now. I think I could. Copy. Is it wrong for me? I don't think I'd want to stop the propagation there. Hold on. And I still need to set up the event listener. So I'm so used to setting up the event listeners, even after the few projects, by leveraging get element by ID. Now, I know that could be slightly problematic. Helpful, yes, but problematic in the sense that a lot of the divs that I had set up in the project, since they were smaller, I was mainly using IDs instead of class, and it's a slightly different process getting the data or the tags, not using get element by ID, but class name and all that noise, and it's just, I mean, it's still a relatively small project. We could still get away with using IDs instead of classes. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. It feels like it might be. I don't think it is. Well, that's interesting. So we could use both. I could use both. Good point. Also, Themica? THMCA? What did you learn in 1 year? Oh, so so much. There's still we're winding down to the last, month and a half. We're still pretty early on into the second to last month. It's only November 5th, although technically due to the time being past midnight, I believe it's November 6th now, but we'll pretend it's still November 5th. Um a ridiculous amount I have learned. We have, what's the most concise version I could put this into? Shotgun answer, we've mainly learned the essentials for web development. And honestly, in the last month, with the basic projects that we've set up, the number guessing game, the coin toss game, and the Magic 8 Ball, I think are all great examples of just a good foundation of what you can do with even just a little bit of code. Um, the last couple days, we took a brief hiatus from these projects that Topher curated for us, which is awesome, and we got to sort of hone our CSS skills. Um, a little shaky from the start, but we used Flexbox, Froggy, and Grid Garden, two free sites, kind of like micro games, and those were awesome. I'm just, my mind, it's shot after midnight. It's so hard to quantify. Normally, I'd run through all the sites that I've gone through, Code Academy, and Free Code Camp, and Code Wars, but it's it's been a lot. It's been a lot. That's not a great answer because it's not specific. But I think that highlights it. It's more than I can quickly cover in just a few minutes. So I'm going to count that as a good thing. Okay. We were trying to set up the following. D class ID. What did we learn in a year? We need to work on a good, concise response to that question. Especially after we complete the year. We're still basically 2 months away, so that question's still a bit early. But we should probably reflect on the year sooner than later. ID will be. I hope it's not wrong. It probably is. Classes and ID to have the same. Yeah. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I think it is. It's just I know that editor can differentiate between the two. My concern isn't the editor misreading anything, is user error getting it wrong. What would be a good way to differentiate, not buttons, main? What would be a good way to differentiate between two things that have both a class and an ID? Leaving class for CSS and leveraging ID for things like JavaScript. Hey, C-select me. Just stopping by to say goodnight. Thank you for swinging by, Cecil. Always good to have you, even for just a brief moment. Good night to you, sir. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, my concern isn't class and ID being similar and the computer's getting confused. It's humans confusing it. And myself. I think I'll be fine. It's a small enough project. Let's do this. Let's do this. So. Button. Event listener. Buttons event listener. Get element by ID. Buttons. Followed by buttons el dot add event listener. Add event listener. Oh, all kinds of fun stuff should be happening here. Click and generate random user. Or generate user. And then true. Click. Generate user. True. Oh, I hope that's kosher. There's that. I think that's relatively okay for now. Let's save this. Hey, Matt Gaming. Oh, Topher. EL, capital E, capital L, usually stands for element, by the way. I do recall that. What about, is capital E lowercase l wrong? Is that too close for comfort? EL? That bad? This is wrong compared to E lowercase l? I was just trying to be clever and consistent with eventless, hinting at what the variable was for. Maybe I shouldn't have that. Oh, E lowercase l is fine. Matt Gaming, you hum the Family Guy song too much. I know I do. It's bad. It's my go-to. Again, because it's the theme song, but they play it quietly in different iterations during all the scene transitions. So it's, my mind has set that tune to shifting between trains of thought and just random changing of subjects. I can't, I'll try to break it. It's there. It's there. Okay. Topher. EL is fine. Camel casing is good. Add event as a parameter to your generate user. Add event. Oh, right. Add event as a parameter. Event. Cool, to your generate user function. Since it's receiving the event. Okay, there's that. Save. You know what? We've got plenty of other show tunes we can reference and hum. Perhaps Stranger Things theme song, or but that's pretty damn repetitive. Although I do turn the Family Guy theme song into just that repetitive bit. So yeah, name your favorite musical. We'll hum it for you. Topher Gates, inside the if statement console log event target name. Seek and destroy. Inside the if statement, should I get rid of the event stop propagation inside the if? Think not, but just want to double check. Dot target. Oh, yeah, console log, of course. Console. Dot. Oh, that didn't work. Dot log. I was about to hum it. We got the first note out, but we called it quits. So there's that console log event dot target dot propagation. No, not dot name. Dot name. Followed by event stop at the bottom. Right? There we go. Okay. We've got that covered. I think we can get rid of these 4. That for now. This for now. What extra code do we have? We don't need this. We can keep that. That's ours. Close this. Close that. Good enough. Okay. Let's save 1 and 2 and 3. And we can close. Refresh. And we should open up view. Hold on. Developer. Script console. There we go. And now when we click, things should. Cool. Each button shows up as we click it. Nice. 5 times. 5. 5. So cool. It works. It's alive. I think that might be a good stopping point. We set up, we were just trying to do the basic initial setup for today. We've got that. We can dive into more stuff tomorrow. That's a decent dent for starting. Topher, much cleaner than 4 click handlers, right? Yeah, that is so much nicer. Infinitely better than the 4 click handlers. I was ready. Just think, it could have looked like this. Copy 1, 2, and just variables out the yin yang referenced in here. It could have been tragic. Classic Steven, right? Oh my god, it's so late. Everything is just. We can feel. I don't even know what we can feel right now. Our mind is at a loss. We are going to push this nonsense to GitHub. Call it a night. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So let's do that. GitHub, crack that open. OBS. Minimize GitHub. Full screen. Oh, wait a tick. Hold on. It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. There's this. That's better. Far better. Here, summary is Again, I don't know if there's an industry standard phrase for setting up the documents, HTML and CSS and JavaScript, but initial setup. Initial setup. That is not initial at all. Boom. Setup. Commit to master. Push. Loading, loading, loading. Good. Goes out of that noise. Get rid of that. Beautiful, beautiful. GitHub. Ta-da! Dee. Way cool. Success. Alright, we are... Topher. Project Scaffolding, I heard it called. Good to know. Then maybe we can throw that phrase in instead of initial setup. Oh my god, I just dragged something over. Maybe I didn't. I don't even know. We're not even going to worry about it. I just, everything. Why? Doesn't even matter. Jump into OBS. Day 309. So close to the end. Day 365 is on the horizon. Day 309 comes to an end. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream. Today we had Topher, Thimka, THMCA, Matt Gaming, and anyone else who may have stopped by. Thank you very much. Any and all views are greatly, greatly appreciated. Topher, thank you again for the immense amount of guidance, yet again. It's essential to our survival. Thank you. Thank you. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 310 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.